Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Community of the Mountains. I'm Tracy Pepper, and I have the joy of serving as your worship associate today alongside Reverend Kevin Tarsa. As we settle into this sacred space, I invite you to take a moment to silence your phone, allowing us all to be fully present together. Give you a moment. Before we begin, let's extend a warm welcome to those around us. Whether with a smile, a wave, or a friendly greeting, take a moment to connect with your neighbors. Your presence enriches our community, and together we create a space of belonging and shared experience. So please greet each other. And now I would like to invite Joyce Wilson to share the land acknowledgement.
These acorns symbolize that as residents or visitors in Nisenan land, we support the Nevada City Rancheria Nisenan tribe in efforts to stabilize their people, as well as the campaign to restore tribal sovereignty through federal recognition.
Thank you. And now we'll have the lighting of the chalice. Ellen Goodman.
Here we are together, bearers of imagination, creators of new worlds. It is our imagination that lifts us beyond despair, that whispers, "What if?" and dares us to answer. Today we gather to renew that spark, to embrace the power to dream. Come, let us imagine boldly and worship together.
Joyce and Ellen, some of our new members for the congregation, just reading, and we send a piece of this light with our youngest ones on their way to Kids Connection with the song, "This Little Light of Mine," celebrating the light in them and the light in us.
Hello again. Good morning and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Community of the Mountains. Whether you're here in the sanctuary, in the chanting room, or joining us via Zoom, you are a part of this moment, and we are very grateful that you're here. I'm Tracy Pepper again, your worship associate, joined by Reverend Kevin Tarsa. And with deep joy by UUCM's newest members, whom we officially welcome this morning. This month, we're exploring living love through the practice of imagination. And today, we reflect on the role of questions, those open, spacious invitations that allow us to grow, connect, and reimagine what's possible. When I first walked through the doors of UUCM, I didn't know what to expect. I was new to the area and I was really unsure if I'd find a spiritual home. But someone, upon arrival, greeted me warmly. Not someone's, many people greeted me warmly. remembered my name when I came back the next week, and little by little, people made space for me to belong, just as I was, as imperfect as I am. That welcome stayed with me. It still does. If you're arriving with your own questions about community, connection, or what love looks like in practice, know that you are not alone. This is a place that honors wondering and welcomes becoming. Today, we celebrate those who have recently said yes to this journey with us. Our newest members, your presence matters. Your imagination, your values, your questions, all of it enriches the life we're creating together. So welcome. Welcome to this living, growing, imperfect, beautiful community. May we keep asking, imagining, and becoming together. The possibility of UUCM's existence began with outreach from the Unitarian Church in Auburn in early 1994. By May of 1995, the group was strong enough to invite those who wanted a church to sign a membership book and make a pledge. This invitation was made on May 21st, 1995. On that date, 29 people signed the book and promised to make a pledge. By the end of 1995, the application for membership in the Unitarian Universalist Association was sent to the UUA and was approved in January 1996. Now, 30 years later, this congregation, UUCM, is a thriving community with a beloved minister, a building of its own, and a bright future. The history team has created a 30-year celebration book in the honor of all the people, work, and dedication that has been needed to create the UUCM of today. Today, we are dedicating this 30th year book, especially to these first signers of the UUCM membership book, who led the way for others to follow. At this time, we will be adding the names of the 29 first signers to the 30th year book. 5 members in the congregation have been given cards with lists of first signers. Membership numbers will be called out, and these designated members in the congregation will respond with their names. At the same time, Marianne will be adding these names to the anniversary book, and the 29 names will be displayed on the screen. Members 1 through 6.
1, John Church. 2, Mabel Church. 3, Paul Malmuth. 4, Ron Moe. 5, Bill Tonsing. 6, Joan Tonsing.
7, Anita Wall Tuttle. 8, Fran Foster. 9, Sarah Heinzel. 10, John Vandermeer. 11, Nancy Malmuth. 12, Randy Silver.
Through 18.
13, Ann Silver. 14, Shirley Vincent. 15, Yvonne Strijek. 16, Barry Strijek. 17, James Post. And 18, Rachel Rue.
Excuse me. Members 19 through 24.
19, Sarah Holtz. 20, David Marsden. 21, Judy Vanderveen. 22, Belle Colburn. 23, Joe Colburn. 24, Mary Lou Brigham.
Numbers 25 through 29.
25, Dick Heitzman. 26, Marion Becker. 27, Leo Portis. 28, Virginia Merrill. 29, George Merrill.
Today, after the service, as a second part of this honoring ceremony, all current members are invited to sign the 30th year book in the small room off the coffee room directly after the service. Your signature honors not only the first 29 signers of the membership book, but also all past and current members. Please follow these signs. We work really great as a team. There will be helpers to assist you in locating the correct page for your name. You will find your printed name. Please sign next to your name. Please also take time to enjoy the 1995 UUCM Movers and Shakers Bulletin Board. The opportunity to sign this book will be available every Sunday until the end of June. We hope to accommodate members who regularly visit it via Zoom and those who are not able to visit on Sunday in person or via Zoom. Thank you to all of you who participated in this honoring ceremony. We hope all of you, our UUCM members, will participate in the signing of the 30th anniversary book.
Thank you all. No small thing to imagine a congregation, right? We were a twinkle in somebody else's eyes way back when, including, I think in the very first place, Anita Wald-Tuttle's eyes, right? We were a twinkle in Anita's eyes. In other places, I've been part of conversations about starting new congregations, and the thought is daunting, like all that needs to happen. So what a tremendous gift for people to take all of that on and say, this we want to do, and here we are today for that reason. We light our candle of compassion, resistance, and resilience to acknowledge each week the far more than can be named issues, all that's going on in the world, all the concerns of the day. The Dalai Lama teaches that if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion, even in the difficult moments. We place compassion first in this list for a reason. For without it, without compassion for ourselves and others, resistance alone will eventually harden the heart in us that is resilient beyond our imagination. And though, of course, happiness is welcome, Maya Angelou's wisdom is that it's grief and resilience that live together. This grief and resilience live together. With that, as we prepare to honor all those joys and concerns and griefs and gladnesses, I invite you to let your body take an easy position. If anything needs to get unwound, maybe just notice in your body for a moment if there's any place that feels like it might want some attention. And maybe just give that spot in your body some compassion for being exactly what it is right now. Maybe there's another spot in your body now that's making itself known. It too is ready for compassion. It's honoring that it is in this moment. I invite you to notice what your senses are taking in, what you're hearing in this very moment. What you're feeling on your skin. The weight where your body meets a chair or the floor. the taste in your mouth, any smells that you register. And if you let your awareness come down from the head and eye level all the way down to the heart level, that area around your heart and your chest, just notice what you feel in your body, first of all, there, around your heart. Is it warm, cool, hard, soft, round, pointed, tingly, neutral? And if you listen there for a moment to who's in your heart, to what in the world is in your heart, who surfaces first and foremost? And for a couple minutes, I invite you to stay there and to let silence be silence, punctuated with whatever sounds enter this room. As we notice what's calling for our compassion, calling for our resistance, calling for our resilience, I invite you to continue to hold each other. As people who wish in the room come and take a stone up front here on the table and place it in the bowl of water. A way of ritualizing what we carry in our hearts, and a way of reminding ourselves that we are not alone, that we are held in all of this. For those who are on Zoom, you have a chance to type into the chat some of what you carry if you wish, or to type an O or a 0 if you want to do the equivalent of placing a stone, marking that something is important there, but not having to spell it out specifically. As Gwen Iman, lay pastoral care team member, joins me up front, I invite you to come forward as you're ready and to hold the silence together otherwise in the gentle music. I've placed other stones, some for things of which I'm aware, and for all of those that none of us will know, perhaps except a single person today. For our meditation, our prayer, we're going to sing Spirit of Life. It was in the hymn book that was published in 1993 and was a song that this congregation sang way back then. It became a very consistent song in Unitarian Universalist circles, and one of its most notable uses came at a General Assembly, which is the giant gathering of thousands of Unitarian Universalists. And in that assembly, this huge room full of people gathered, someone had a heart attack. And so everything stopped for a moment, and someone started singing. Spirit of Life was what they chose to sing. And that entire several thousand people could pick it up and sing it to hold that moment. And just so you know, that person survived and was okay later, but it has that kind of potency to it. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and to sing knowing that it's not just this group of people on Zoom or at home or even watching this later or in this room, but Unitarian Universalists from many, many places who will have this in heart and mind as well. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and to sing. Next week, I will be actually co-leading a service with Reverend Sanjay Hawk at the Sierra Foothills Unitarian Universalist in Auburn, the parent of this congregation. And in June, Reverend Sanjay will be leading a service here with me. So as we're going through this 30th anniversary year, we're going to try to build some connections over all these years. I think with a lot of gratitude, right, of a place that was already here that birthed this congregation in Grass Valley. It's always a joy, I want to say, to get to know and then to welcome UUCM's newest members. And what a fabulous group of new members. Today's ceremony marks just one moment in time in each person's much longer journey, right? It's neither the end nor truly the beginning. This is one moment in time, and your membership, your sense of being a member, will continue to unfold over time. As each of you brings who you are to the community, as each of you shapes the community, as each of you is shaped by the community. I tell people when they're going through starting point and considering membership that every time someone comes into the congregation, it changes the congregation, right? This is not a static entity. The people who are here help very actively shape who this community is. And on occasions like today, I like to remind each other and tell our new members this piece of wisdom that was shared with me years ago, that you really know you're a member once you're disappointed and you choose to stay. That's when you really know you're a member. Sam Keen claims that there are two questions that a person must ask themselves. The first, he says, is where am I going? And the second is who will go with me? Keen claims that if you ever get these questions in the wrong order, you are in trouble. For him, it starts with, where am I going? And then, who is going with me? I get that, but not totally. In our tradition, with both its hard-won insistence on personal religious freedom and its recognition of our deep and thorough interdependence, the importance of those two questions is very close together, intertwined. Here we recognize that where we are going and who we're going with are totally interwoven, and that we are continually informing each other's journey. That the who we're with helps inform our understanding and sense of where we're going, and vice versa. These newest UUCM members are stellar examples of that mutual influence already. We haven't had a new member welcome for a while, so Carol's been a member for a year and a half about. And we're just welcoming Carol, but even some of the very newest ones are already influencing this community. It's very beautiful. And may that be true for many, many years to come for each of you. So I invite Taylor Carey, the president of the congregation, to come and help welcome some of UUCM's newest members.
He is not exactly risen, but rising. Test.
We need more in the room, Steve.
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, thanks. As president of this congregation, it's my honor and my joy to welcome our newest members. Too far away? Okay. Welcome. Okay. Welcome our newest members into membership in the Unitarian Universalist community of the mountains. As members, they have pledged to continue their open-minded, open-hearted journey of the Spirit in covenant with the members of this community. We've asked each person to bring an object today that symbolizes something in themselves that they bring to this shared journey or something they are seeking here. In a few sentences, they will share with us what their symbol represents, place it on the altar, and be welcomed by leaders and the membership team with a few gifts. I'm calling them up individually? Yeah. Carol Grant.
Well, the object that I brought, I think perhaps I misunderstood its intention, but I want to share it with you because I brought a ceramic of the first dog that I ever stewarded. And what small dogs mean to me is a lifetime of unconditional love and unspeakable joy. So this is something that I guess I can say I also look for in community.
Betsy Hayden. Oh,
Good morning. My name is Betsy Hayden. I bring a bouquet from my woodland garden held in a heritage vase from my family. Cedar, bracken fern, manzanita, and wild grapevines speak to reforestation after wildfire devastation, and my flowers rise from ash. I aspire to share the wonder of beauty living in full bloom with my spiritual companions.
Jax.
Good morning, I'm Jax, and nobody's going to be surprised that I brought a painting that said love, because that's what I'm hoping to both bring to this community and receive from this community, and that's already happening. As Kevin was speaking and asking, what's in your heart? It's the first word that came to mind. So that's what I brought today, and I love you all.
Joyce Wilson.
Good morning. I'm Joyce Wilson, and I'm happy to be standing here among you all today. I brought with me something very old that holds a great deal of meaning for me. When I was finishing up school in Berkeley, I brought this small handkerchief to be part of a ceremony where I was initiated into the practice of daily meditation. And thus, I began my spiritual journey that has continued and evolved and has been a significant part of my life. Also, this hanky had belonged to my grandmother, Omar, and she possessed and transmitted to me some of the characteristics that I have today. First, she deeply loved everything in nature. We enjoyed many little outdoor adventures together. She was a staunch environmental conservationist and ardently supported President Teddy Roosevelt for setting up the national parks. She was an activist and a suffragist who marched to secure women's right to vote. She embodied the values of honesty, justice, generosity, equity, and had a big heart full of love. I follow in my grandmother's footsteps in those ways, and now I have taken many steps along my own path. I'm here to walk hand in hand with others in our UU community to continue a life of spirit and work toward a more just, loving, sustainable, and hopeful world.
Patricia Wolf.
We definitely have flower ladies in our new group. I love it. Good morning. My name is Patricia Wolf. These flowers symbolize my deep connection with Mother Earth and the joy, passion, and respect I have for our planet and for gardening. I hope my joining UU will help me grow more compassionate and loving to all, and to deepen my spirituality and knowledge of God. I also am excited about the entire community and all the wonderful people that are here. It feels like a second home. Thank you for being so welcoming.
Marlene Bonfield Cliff.
Good morning. I'm Marlene, and I'm filling in for my husband Cliff, who just had total knee replacement. A while back, my brother asked me why I like to garden. Surprise, right, with our group of people? I'm sharing my email response to him because it defines who I am. And I use the word God in this email. God to me is infinite loving energy that flows through all existence. When I head up to the garden, I always feel a burst of anticipation of what might be awaiting me. Sometimes I sing under my breath, good morning, my beautiful friends. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your wisdom. My soul melts open and flows through every blueberry branch, leaf, and blossom. It sways with the branches even when there's no breeze. We sing into each other's hearts. When I reach under a sweetly ripened strawberry, its perfume coaxes me to hold it in my palm, feeling God right there. When I dip my hand in the soil to pull a weed, I feel my energy move through my arm, then hand, and into the plant, and then into the soil as the plant releases its hold on the earth. I smell the scent of God right there as the sweet, damp earth greets me. When I see the red-tailed hawk sitting in the ponderosa at the garden's edge, watching me, I see God looking back at me. When the aroma of a peach beckons me near, I sense its juices dribbling down my chin, mouth-wateringly delicious. God's right there in that sweetness. I have learned that nothing in nature belongs to me. I am a part of nature, not as a decision maker, but as a community member. I do not own the land. I do not have to wonder if my garden loves me. I know it does. Sometimes when I'm completely still, I can hear the garden orchestra playing its beautiful love song, quietly flowing between the plants, on the wing of the bird and the bee, through the scented breeze in the swaying corn. The giant guardian trees surrounding the garden join in, and I feel love everywhere. That's where God is. Hello, I'm Cliff Bottenfield. This is a Brunton compass, and anybody who's been a geologist knows what that is. For those of you who haven't been a geologist, it measures horizontal angles, slopes, fractures, whatever a geologist needs to measure. Thank you.
Viv Tipton.
Hi, I'm Viv. I came to your door simply because I needed shelter from the storm. And shelter I have received, from Kevin's smile to gentle welcomes in every aspect I have engaged with. Our starting point class and Soul Matters Circle have brought new friends with deep connections. The writing group with Jenny has ignited a flame that I thought long snuffed out. I'm not sure what I have to offer in return, but I have faith that it will arise and be welcomed in whatever form it presents. I brought this pouch today, and I carry it with me everywhere I go in my backpack. And it holds reminders of all the people that I love and the lives that I have already lived and the dreams that are in front of me. And in true, what I'm finding to be UU fashion, this morning I'm thinking about it and I'm going deeper. And I'm like, when did I first start carrying this thing around? And the pouch has changed and I've added different items. And it happened to be 31 years ago this month, I left a life of no agency and no power with my 3 children in the middle of the night with our backpacks. And I started carrying what mattered in something very small, and I built a life. And today, this month, I will also turn 62. So I'm like, ooh, 31 years ago, now it's 31. So what I have to bring is all of that. And what I look forward to is the next 31.
Sandy Sturdivant.
My heart's pounding out of my chest right now. I'm going to read from my phone. Hi, I'm Sandy. I was looking for a caring community after the election. I researched online and I found UU. I started out with the walking group and I met Ruth. I was unsure what UU was all about. Actually, I was unsure if I fit. She was the perfect first person to talk to help me know that all my questions or concerns or wonderings made sense in the mix of finding my way. And what UU offered me, it was a great environment for me, for someone just like me. So I went from walking with Ruth to drawing and writing with Jenny to running with Jean. To what feels like a family in my starting point group and my Soul Matters group. Faith and trust don't come very easily for me. Traditional church ideas haven't made a lot of sense. I've just kept quiet when I don't understand in most crowds. I told a friend of mine many years ago, why can't there be a church that is more about just kindness and positive values and less about specific anything religious. And she told me, good luck with that. It's been about 20 years ago that we had that conversation, and she and I are so both very happy that it looks like I found it. A supportive group once told me that I just needed to have trust in a power greater than myself to find something to represent that and lean on that. I said I'd try. They said, just find anything. And I said, so I searched, and I came up with this bobbly head turtle. So I don't know if you can see it. I can't, it's one of those, it's very cute. Anyways, and I stuck it on my dash in my car. And I imagined and pretended if I had a concern or a question that I could ask, that he'd have the answer. And funny thing is that he usually does. So pretty much, I'm sure he gives me access to my highest self. The part of me that knows, I'm losing my spot, the part of me that knows how to give love and care for a child. And I'm learning to try to give that to myself. And you all, and you is such a part of that. And I'm really grateful to be here with everyone. So thank you.
Yvonne Bartlett.
Good morning. When Kevin said, "Where are you going?" I thought about my 4 buddies at Ponderosa Pines, where I lived, inviting me several times to UU. And one day I accepted and came with them and joined as a member since I was hooked. So I'm so grateful to them. And then to see some people that I haven't seen in 30 or 40 years. And I especially want to recognize Anita Tuttle, because I have all the Christmas ornaments from Tanglewood. And so I'm so, but that's not, it was who worked there that was the magic. Anyway, I wanted to introduce where am I going and who am I going with. In 1990, my kids had left home and I was going through some big changes, and I had a really longing for a spiritual connection. A very close friend of mine who had Native American in her heritage invited me on a vision quest to the O'Neill Basin, which is between Wells and Jackpot, and it's 35 miles in on a dirt road. And my husband was very supportive of me going. There were 10 of us that went, and it was for a vision quest, and I had no idea. I just decided to risk it and go, and it made a big change in my life. We rode horseback for 5 miles into a place called God's Pocket. And there, one day, we we took a vision. I'd never done a vision quest. It's not like the Native American kind, but all we had was an orange and water from like 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we found a spot and we were surrounded with sage. And it was a very amazing experience. And I went for 10 years after that.
There were some interesting things that happened that I don't have enough time to tell you, but they felt like a miracle. I was still working, and to sit still for 3 hours was torture. And after the 3 hours went by, it was like I blended into I don't know how to explain it. Some of you may experience it. I just blended into the nature, and I saw some incredible things while I was there, and was able to do it about 3 or 4 more times. So at the end of that first adventure, we were asked to make what we call a talking stick. Some of you may be familiar with it. And it was to collect things from our trek in the 1990s. And so my horse's name was Dunny. Can't believe I still remember that. And I cut this off of his tail, and then I braided this, yes. And then we had some leather, and I think I did the yarn at home and wrapped it. A rock that I found during my venture, and I just saw these teeth, and I can't remember where they came from. But anyway, I found the stick, and have passed this on in several groups that I've been in. We use a talking stick, and it can be very powerful to pass that around. So this is sort of I think I chose this because this is another spiritual awakening to be at UU. And I look forward to being with you in our time together while I'm here. Thanks.
Ellen Goodwin.
I'm Ellen Goodwin, and when Kevin said bring something that represents who you are or what you bring, I thought, wow, that's kind of a tall order, one object. And so what I brought is a brand new battery. And so this represents, I hope, what every organization needs, which is fresh energy. And yeah, so and I know that there are many, many people who built this community who are still here and have given a lot of their time, their talents. And I just hope to join in that very long chain of people and contribute my time and talents. And to let you know that I'm serious, I didn't bring a AAA, I brought a D.
Before Ellen can return to her seat, I'd like to draw or invite all of our new members to come forward. Oh, me? Oh, yeah. Oops, turn it back on. I ask these, our newest members, to offer words of commitment together.
With gratitude and hope, I enter this covenant and this community freely, ready to honor its promises and to support its work and mission. Through the sharing of my insights, my questions, my time, my talent, ready to be a living witness to kindness, compassion, justice, and courageous love in the world.
Now I ask all members of the congregation to rise in body and or spirit or through electronic contrivance, if that's what works for you, and hold out a hand of blessing toward these newest members and to say with me the words of welcome on the screen.
Together.
We, the members of the Unitarian Universalist community of the mountains, welcome you into our covenant of seeking and serving, to our mission of creating a world more compassionate, sustainable, and just. We are glad for your decision to make us the companions of your spirit, and we open our hearts and our hands to you.
And I invite everyone together to offer the mission, the direction, the where are we going that this congregation develops together. So as you're willing, and even if you're brand new, you can try this on for size. So we'll offer this congregation's mission developed by the members to say where this community is going. Together,
with courageous love and a sense of wonder, we cultivate our spiritual, emotional, and intellectual strength to create a world more compassionate, sustainable, and just.
So I invite anyone who's got a camera up front to take a picture, and the rest of us to offer appropriate hoopla of welcome for the newest members. Thank you all very much. You are released to your seats. Everyone survived. What a beautiful set of people, right? And I love the way even these quick introductions start to give you a sense of who is now here and among us. Thank you very much for your willingness to do that, everyone.
Very nice. 50% of our offering this month will support CARE Crisis Nursery. And I am pleased to invite Lynn Warner, who is with CARE Crisis Nursery, to come and tell us a little bit about it.
I love the stool. I don't usually get a stool. I'm usually the short one in the room. What a beautiful morning. This was wonderful to get to see part of this. I just want to thank you all for your past support. You have been for years supporters of the nursery and helped us to keep doing what we're there to do, which is to help children stay out of a crisis situation by providing respite to the kids and then support to the families, so that they can focus on whatever they need to be focusing on. We've expanded a little bit. We also do court-ordered supervised visits. We do that for any age child, which is great because we have a lot of not middle-aged, but that 8 to 13, and then teenagers who are also in crisis, but we can't provide the respite for them, but we're able to give them a safe place to visit with their parents or parent who has been ordered by the court to have supervision while seeing their children. So it's been a big thing that we do. We document the visits. We don't assume any emotions for anyone. We're very definitely Switzerland. We don't want to take any sides other than the children. So that's kind of what we're all about. We started the process in 1996, opened our doors in 2005, and from that time until now, we've served over 7,000 children in our community, and we're over 80,000 hours of service right now. So it's a big thing. The respite care that we do, so emergency child care, is of no charge to the families. So we really do depend on the support from folks like you to keep us going. And it's been a struggle lately. I really have to be honest. This economy is very scary. And we're not knowing where the next donation will come from. So thank you so much for pouring your hearts into us. We really appreciate it.
Tracy, you just.
Oh, our offering will now be taken.
Yeah.
We receive these gifts gratefully, and we dedicate them to the work of our congregation, welcoming the stranger and upholding the religious freedom, honoring human wholeness, and caring for our children and for Mother Earth. Together, we seek to serve with ever greater love. Thank you.
Tracy, thank you for serving as Worship Associate of many hats today. And then for standing in as the newest member of the membership team. Welcome. Welcome to that. Thank you to Steve and Andy for our AV sound and visual today, Eileen online, Shanti for a beautiful setting with flowers from Teresa Hauptmann's garden, as well as flowers you've already heard about. Jim and Jean and Corey, thanks for greeting beautifully today. Gwen for being our lay pastoral care associate today. For Jenny and Lindsay, who are spending time with our young ones, please thank them when you see them. Ruth Edwards, Marianne, and Ann Haymaker helped plan the ceremonies for today. Thank you very much for that. It was Lori Bell who gathered the flowers to give to our newest members. And to our readers, Anita, Corey, Carol, George, and Gail for reading those names of those newest members who got this whole thing started. Just a few announcements today. Citizens Climate Lobby meets on Monday. That writers group that you've been hearing about, the Arts and Crafts Circle gathers. It's a chance to bring your own artwork and work in good company. Spirituality Sharing Circle next Saturday. Come join in. People who are members of the congregation, we invite you to sign that celebration book in the back. Today and Sundays through June. A concert coming up. Toby and I will spearhead a concert on the 31st. Always amazing. While Toby's here, this will be great to have Toby's music for that. Community business meeting, just to get it on your calendar, June 1st after the service. It's an all music service that day. So come for music. We'll have a quick bite, and then we'll have our annual business meeting at which people are elected to office. And as always, sign up for newsletters, check out the website, talk to people in the room to find out more. We'll close with a song that was written with the idea of kind of the new and younger people in this tradition, aiming us forward. So I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and to sing the fire of commitment.
of Leah Duran-Jones. For those who came before us, we offer gratitude and thanks. May their memories be a blessing. May we feel surrounded by their love. As we go forth from this time and place, let us be inspired by their courage, their wisdom, and their dreams. Let us honor them by doing the work of living boldly, loving mightily, and creating heaven on earth. Amen and blessed be.
And with that, we offer our benediction, our good words to each other, and we'll have the banner head out and the book and our newest members first. But together, we'll remind ourselves that we're not alone, that we will carry the flame of peace and love until we meet again. See you next Sunday for a fabulous service. Imagine that. And join us for conversation and refreshments right behind our newest members. Go ahead.